Okay.
and I'll send you the. Zubair, are you okay? Zubair?
Yes, Mr. Nagar. Yes, I can record. Thank you.
Sanat, are you okay?
Yeah, I can record them.
Okay, thank you. Yes, some more participants are joining. Banu? Hello, Banu? Sandeep?
Nagarjun Sandeep here. Can you make me the organizer?
Yeah. But I think when I make organizer, you lose voice, Sandeep.
Okay, let me try. If not, I'll get the recording from you.
Okay. Banu? Banu?
Yeah, Nagarjuna.
You also have
Even
the
I was,
same
yeah,
problem.
I'm also the same problem, yeah.
Okay. Just make your organizer. Let's see.
No, that's fine. I will take the recording from you after the class.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So, anyway, I'm recording. Don't worry, guys. I'm just recording. So, Web Intelligence is an ad hoc reporting tool. It connects via Universe, and Universe connect to HANA using a relational connection. Universe is a semantic layer. See, none of the tools here use Universe except Web Intelligence. So first, we log on to HANA Studio and identify a view that we want to do reporting on. Here one view is working well. So here we have one view. We'll take this. So ABC1 IDA. Okay, we'll take this view. So from the HANA model, from the HANA database, I'm taking an analytic view. On top of this analytic view, I create a relational connection. Basically, connections are of two types. One is a relational connection. The other one is overlap connection. So in order to create a relational connection, click Start, All Program. SAP Business Intelligence. Click SAP Business Objects, Business Intelligence Platform, and click Information Design Tool. Give the username and password. I'll just show you how to create an instance here. So here first let us create an instance. Insert session. System given as HANA server. Username. Server. Username Surya. Password S capital URYA 1234 and click OK. So once you click OK, we added the instance over here. Expand the instance. Here you would see connections as well as universes. Right click on the connection. Insert relational connection. Give the name. Relational connection underscore webby and description. Click next. Expand SAP. So we're creating a relational connection. So again in the relational connection, if you expand HANA database, here we have JDBC and ODBC. Select JDBC. Click next. Give the username. Put to the HANA database. Provide the username. HANA user. Password welcome 1234. Host name. HANA server. Instance is 07. And click test connection. So once test connection, click finish. Now here we have created a relational connection. We have created a relational connection. So if we go back to the IDT, Information Design Tool, select the connections, refresh folder. expand connections. Search for the connection. So this is the connection we just created. So once we created the connection, we need
already class started.
attach the connection. Hello, Mahinder?
మెయిల్ పెట్టండి మీరు ఒకసారి మెయిల్ రాలేదు మీ దగ్గర నుంచి నాకేమి
Hello, Mahinder. Hello, Mahinder. Are you there?
పెడితే వస్తుంది కదండి వస్తే నేను ఎందుకు అడుగుతాను అదే వస్తే నేను ఎందుకు అడుగుతాను అంటున్నా
So once a connection is created, click File, click New, create a project, give the project name, SAP HANA project _ COPA and click Finish. So once we create the project, now let us create a connection shortcut to the project. So when you right click on the connection,
Hello.
Yeah, Mahinder.
Yeah, Nagarjuna, sorry, I was late because I did not get the link, new link.
Yeah, we also just started, Mahinder. It's been like 5 minutes now.
Okay.
We just started the class.
Could you please give me a brief about this? What is this?
This is what we are discussing about the web intelligence reporting tool. So we are just trying to create a relational connection to HANA.
Okay.
So here, the HANA, we have this view, which is an analytic view. So on top of analytic view, I'm trying to expose the data of this view to the web intelligence by creating a relational connection. So I just created a relational connection, but it got stuck here. I'm just waiting.
Okay.
Cancel this. We just started, Mahinder, don't worry. I'll send you the recording also, Mahinder. Also have the recording, I'll send you.
Yeah, fine, that's fine. Okay. That's why I'm not recording from my side.
Okay, don't worry, I'll send you the recording.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. This was done or what? God. Just give me 1 minute. System is down. Yeah, they're just restarting the server. Just I'm waiting actually. I informed them, so they're restarting. Alright, Mohammed. So can we have one more class on Friday? Friday, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday the coming week. Is everyone okay with that arrangement?
So, Mr. Nagarjuna, this is Zubair here. What?
I mean, actually telling we'll have next week 3 days a week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you're okay with your timings.
I just need to know what time on Friday. Saturday, Sunday, no problem. But Friday, what time you want to start?
Friday, same time, not possible?
No, I'm in the office at this time.
Oh, okay. So it's okay, no problem. We continue same time.
Okay.
This I was
So
thinking.
only on Saturday, Sunday?
Saturday, Sunday as usual we'll have.
Okay.
This was a. Meanwhile, we'll see a different reporting tool. I'll just once the server is up, I'll continue with this. Meanwhile, we'll just go ahead with the another reporting tool, which is called as analysis for Office. So analysis for Office is based on Excel. So if you go to Start, All Program, Business Intelligence, Business Objects Analysis, click Analysis for Microsoft Excel. Click Analysis and then Insert, select Data Source, and click Skip. Double click on HANA, give the username and password, and click OK. So we just connected to the data source. So please, we were able to connect to HANA over here. But we have connected to this connection, which is a local system. So this connection is a ODBC connection. So this connection is going to create by the administrator. But if we would like to create this connection, click Start, Administrative Tools, ODBC, click System DNS. So you are logged in with a non-administrative privileges. Still okay, we can continue. And here we created HANA ODBC, HDB ODBC. If you want to create your own data source, click Add and select HDB ODBC and click Finish. give the data source name, HANA, server, HANA server, port number 30715, click connect, give the username, HANA user, and password W capital welcome 1234, and click OK. Connect successful. Click OK. So here we created HDB ODBC connection. So once this connection is created, the connection would be available at the local systems. So double click on the HANA, click folders. Now here we would see the views. So if you go to the HANA, the package name is 6 a.m. ECC batch. So 6 a.m. ECC expand. In here an underscore copa underscore data. Let us select this an underscore copa underscore data. So here this is a self-service BI tool where users can drag and drop VKORG, and if you want to see by company code, drag and drop into rows. If you want to do filters or you want to keep sales organization in the background, the background filters are not visible in the foreground. Right click on this, filter by member, and you can select the required values. So these values we are trying to filter, and this is in the background. It's not visible in the foreground, but the filters are applied for these sales organizations in combination with these company codes. So we also have a feature to export this data to a slide. So create slide. You can export this data to a PowerPoint. So give the username and password and click OK. So users can export this data to a PowerPoint. And if they want, they can do filtering here as well. They can create filters by member. Whatever the required, they can select this. So this is analysis for PowerPoint. So users basically use this for doing presentation of data in a PowerPoint. So this is analysis for Office. So they can dynamically select the data by creating prompts. So here you have prompt. So prompts are variables in HANA. They are query parameters. So you can go back to the HANA Studio Double click on the analytic view. So here you have an option to create a variable. So click create variable. Give the name. Company code. And select the attribute BUKRS. The selection type single value, multiple entries. You can take multiple company codes and you can select is mandatory and click OK. So you have created a variable. Click validate and save and activate. So once a variable is created, now let us try to access this view again. Insert, select data source, select the view again. So this time it will ask us to enter what company code data you want to see. Thousand. So multiple single values. Add line. So a variable is applied in the background and results are transferred to the client. And click OK. And get VKORG and company code. Now it's only going to show data for 1000 and 2000. Now the variables are highlighted. So previously this is disabled and this is enabled now. You can also filter based on foreground filters. So after the data is in the front end. So this is after variable execution. You only want to see for 2000. Conditional formatting is where you can define conditions. For sales less than 10,000, highlight as green. Sorry, greater than 10,000, highlight as green. Less than 5,000, highlight as red. So for gross revenue, greater than 10,000, highlight as green, and for less than 8,000, highlight as red. Conditional formatting. So you can define the conditions. I've taken greater than. Sorry. Click OK. So greater than 10,000 and less than 8,000. So highlighting of values, conditional formatting. Also you have provision to display key and text. So if you remember in the attribute views, we always used to do something called descriptive mapping. So we used to map key with the text. To phone ID and phone name. So this is what key and text functionality. So whenever you map key and text, here it would be displayed, it shows you key as well as text. But in here we only have key because in the background we do not have the label column. We don't have any label column. That's why only key is displayed. So same way, so here we are doing analysis on Excel. So this is called analysis for Office, and the version of this is 4.1. So this is an independent tool. This is not part of BOBI platform. This is sold as independent tool, especially for business users who want to work on Excel. So it's an add-in to an Excel. This is an add-in to an Excel. But without purchasing this tool also, we can work on HANA. We can work on Excel without purchasing this add-in. That is nothing but native Excel. So this is free. This is given free. So you have a driver in between which is called HANA MDX provided by Simba Technology. So Simba Technology provides this driver, so wherein you can connect to HANA using this driver, which is HANA MDX provider. So if you go to Excel, let me go to the another sheet 3, and let me close this. If you go to data and from other sources, from data connection wizard, other/advanced, click next, and here you have SAP HANA MDX provider. Click next, give the host name, and click test connection. Connection test succeeded, and click OK, and click OK. So here it directly connect to the HANA views. So directly Excel can communicate to HANA using HANA MDX provider. So let me take a view. So let me take a different view. Tables got refreshed. Let me redeploy all these views. So someone refresh the tables. So we're getting this error. So we'll take this view an underscore actual underscore COPA data. So in here, I would like to create a hierarchy here. So for AT underscore material, which is an attribute view, I open the attribute view, and here you can create hierarchies. So hierarchies are basically to define parent and child relationship. Click plus icon. So I'm creating a material hierarchy. Click add. So material group MATKL. Under material group you have materials MATNR, and click OK. So here we created a hierarchy. Click validate, save and activate. Double click on the analytic view. So once you created a hierarchy in the attribute view, then here the hierarchies are, we'll just refresh, just close and reopen it again. So we can only view hierarchies, but we cannot create hierarchies in the analytic views. So if you select this and double click on the hierarchy, this is only we can view this, but we cannot create hierarchies. The hierarchies are created at the attribute views. And also you can create hierarchies in the calculation views. So now we access this analytic view in the native Excel. So expand the package. So select the package here, 7am ECC. and select 7 a.m. ECC orders, 7 a.m. ECC SD underscore orders. So select the analytic view, click next and click finish and click OK. Give the username and password and click OK. So now here it shows data in pivot table. Select material hierarchy. It shows the material groups and let us see the gross revenue. So it shows the gross revenue and net revenue, sales reductions. So if you expand the material group, under each material group you can have materials. Metal group on the top and materials at the bottom. So this tool is available with no cost except that you need to have the licensing for Excel, and this would be provided by the driver would be provided by the Simba technology. So coming to the Excel, you have two tools. One is Analysis for Office, which is an independent license tool, which is an add-in. The extra features that you have, you can do analysis in PowerPoint, and here it is native Excel. The same features are also available in one more tool called Analysis for OLAP. This is similar to Excel, but this is on web. So go to the BA Launchpad, Tools, go to the Tools folder, double click on the Tools folder, double click on the BA Launchpad, give the username and password, and click log on. Give the username and password, click log on. Click Applications, and here you have Analysis Edition for OLAP. Analysis Edition for OLAP is a part of BOBI platform. So it is licensed under BOBI platform, Business Objects Business Intelligence platform. So in order to use this tool, we need to create a OLAP connection. So Analysis for OLAP uses OLAP connection, and OLAP connection communicates via MDX to HANA. So we have to create the OLAP connection. Click Start, click Information Design Tool. The server is up again. Double click on the instance, give the username and password, click OK. Expand the instance. Right click on the connections, insert OLAP connection. So we are creating a OLAP connection. click next and select SAP HANA client and click next. Give the host name HANA server, instance 07, username HANA user, and password W capital welcome 1234, and click finish. So once we finish, now here we can see the OLAP connections. So via this OLAP connection we just created, I'm going to access the so what was the OLAP? So all these are OLAP connections. Okay, we'll use this any of the connection that's here, OLAP underscore connection. Now here if you click query, MDX, multi-dimensional expression. So MDX is used to communicate to HANA. So using this connection, I can access the view. So if I go to the BA Launchpad, click Analysis Edition for OLAP. So once we click Analysis Edition for OLAP, now you can select the connection. Could everyone mute yourself please? There is some resound. Thank you. So you can select any of the connection here. And once you select the connection, click folders, and here we see all the information views. So the folder we are trying to access is 7 AM ECC. So under this package we have the analytic view. So go to 7 AM ECC. Name ECC, expand SD, expand orders. So here you find an underscore actual underscore COPA data. And click OK. So once you access this view, select the measures, drag and drop into, see the look and feel would be the same as Excel. Sheet 1, Sheet 2, Sheet 3. Please see. I'm sorry. In the Excel also you have different sheets, and here you find Sheet 1, Sheet 2 and Sheet 3. Same rows, columns, rows, background filters. So also you have columns, rows, background filter. Same as Excel, but this is client and this is web based. This is client based, desktop client. This is a desktop client and this is web based. So drag and drop the measure into columns, and drag and drop into rows, attributes into rows. Click insert. You can also insert different chart. So clustered 3D column. You can also insert table, insert new analysis. I would like to see data for the following countries. So here you have two analysis. One is analysis 1 and analysis 2. So in this case you are seeing data by region. If you select this, then you are seeing data by region. If you select this, you are seeing data by land. And click insert a pie chart, or you can switch to pie chart, or you can insert a new sub analysis. So this is sub analysis for main analysis. So analysis 2 and this is the sub analysis. And if you want, you can export this to PDF. Click OK. And then you can save. Click save. and you can save it to the server as well. Save as. You can save this on the server. Sales underscore analysis. So all these tools are self-service BI. Self-service BI in the sense we don't have to create reports for end users. We only do data modeling, create connections for them, and then they can ask their own questions based on their own requirement. So this layout is not fixed. Layout is dynamically, they can change as and when needed according to their business need. Analysis for Office, Native Excel, analysis for OLAP, Explorer, Lumira, all these are self-service BI where user can generate their own reports. Next we have a reporting tool called Lumira. Lumira is a cloud-based analytic tool. It can be on-premise, it can be on cloud. In cloud, it runs on enterprise cloud, which consists of the hardware provided by SAP, the form of hardware as a service, and database is also provided by SAP as platform as a service, and the tool, the front-end reporting tool also provided by SAP with software as a service. So SAP, you can register with SAP for free in order to use Lumira for a 30 days trial version on cloud. We also have on-premise version for this. So we click Start, All Program, and then if we can go to the SAP Business Intelligence and SAP Lumira and click SAP Lumira. SAP Lumira is rich in exploration, data visualization and data exploration. So in order to connect to HANA, Lumira can connect via JDBC to HANA database. So click File, click New, double click on Connect to HANA, double click on Connect to HANA and give the server name HANA server. Port number 07, user HANA user, and password W capital welcome 1234, and click Connect. So once we click Connect, then you have 7 AM ECC SD orders, and select the view and click Create. Select VV010 into X-axis and land 1 into Y-axis. Click pie chart. You can create 3D stacked columns. Heat maps, tree maps, table, So here you can use to create different visualizations. 3D column chat. And also you can basically share this with Lumira server. So it's a on-premise application which is published to Lumira server. So if you click on prepare, here you have the data view. All the facets are shown here. So if you click file, click new, so double click on the query with SQL, double click on query with SQL, and here you see HANA database connect via JDBC drivers. Lumira can also connect to BW, Business Warehouse. You can access BW cubes, queries, and then do analysis in Lumira. So this is new in the newer version. Also you can connect to the SAP Lumira Cloud, which is a cloud-based solution based on software as a service model. So you can register for free. So it's a 1 GB free storage, and you have cloud.lumira.com. So basically if you go to Google and search for Lumira Cloud. So it's a 30 days trial version which is given by SAP, but this is a standalone version. You need to have the appropriate ID to log into this particular software. So Lumira Cloud is based on powered by HANA Cloud. It's powered by HANA Cloud. You can register a new account, but this is the same, the look and feel would be same. So whatever we see here, the look and feel of the look and feel of on-premise as well as cloud would be same, except that this would be running on web. Now this is powered by HANA Cloud. So Lumira is a software as a service model, and HANA comes under platform as a service. And both this software and platform runs on hardware as a service that SAP provides in the form of enterprise cloud. So wherein SAP provides the hardware for customers. The hardware is also provided by Amazon from the marketplace, which is HANA 1. This is called as HANA 1, where Amazon also provides the hardware as a service. If you want to see the pricing for this, the pricing is 2.10. Total for 3.09 per hour pricing would be.
So, Sunaga, this is Zubair here. This 3.09 is what, like per hour dollar or what?
Per hour. Dollars. Yes, this is dollars. US dollars.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. This hourly fee includes SUSE Linux Enterprise 11 SP2. But we have all the software, so you can use here itself. And these also is a self-service BI. So under self-service BI, analysis for OLAP, analysis for Office, Lumira, native Excel, and the other one is Explorer. Explorer is a data exploration tool. It is mainly to explore data, like how we explore data in Google, so we can explore data in Explorer. So Explorer connect via JDBC to HANA. Again, this uses a relational connection. Explorer uses relational connection to connect to HANA. So if you go to the IDT, let me create the relational connection. I click on the connections, insert relational connection. So most important is the connections part, and the other things for self-service BI, user can ask their own questions and get their answers. And let us create a relational connection. Click next, expand SAP, expand HANA database, select JDBC, click next, give the username, HANA user, password W capital welcome 1234, hostname HANA server, instance is 07, and click test connection. Click close and click finish. So once the connection is created, you can log on to Explorer using BOBI Launchpad. So BOBI Launchpad is the end user interface. Let me minimize all these things. So if you go to tools folder, We go to the tools folder, double click, and if you double click on the BA Launchpad, click applications and click Explorer. Let's say Business Objects Explorer. Click Manage Spaces. I think Explorer is down. I think the server is timed out, so I'll show in the next week the Explorer, but we'll just continue with the remaining tools. We'll just continue with the Web Intelligence. So we'll use the same relational connection that we created for Explorer. So whatever the relational connection we just created, so we'll use that and proceed to create Web Intelligence reports. So it uses the same connection, REL underscore connection underscore HANA. So previously we created one project called SAP HANA project underscore. So this is the project we have created. So right click on the relational connection, create a relational connection shortcut to the project. So when you right click on the project new, and here you see HANA business layer. So when you create a HANA business layer, it cannot be created on the connections that are created secured. So for that you have to create a local connection. So local connection, click relational connection, which has an extension .cnx, and the connections which are created at the server has an extension .cns. So we need both the connection, one at the local and the other one at server. Because especially when creating HANA business layer, we can only use local connections, but when you publish the business layer, that is nothing but the universe. You require secured connections. So we are creating a local connection. Local means which is stored on our desktop. The connection is stored on our local workspace. Click Next. Expand SAP. Expand SAP HANA database and select JDBC drivers and click Next. Give the username HANA user and password W capital welcome 1234. Hostname HANA server instance 07 and click test connection and click finish. So here you have local connection.cns and secured.cns. So when I right click on the project, new, create HANA business layer. So business layer is a build stage of universe. So you need to provide the technical name. So we don't have to create data foundation because we already created data foundation at HANA itself. So data foundation is already available at the column views. So if we go to HANA, double click on the analytic view, already we have created a logical join data foundation. Usually when you access tables from third-party databases like MS SQL, Oracle, we need to create the data foundation at the universe level. But here the logic and data is close together in HANA. So we just access the results at the client side. Click Next. Now please see, it only takes the local connection, but it does not show the secured connection. So select the connection, local, click Next, and then here it shows you the packages from HANA. So let us select the package which is SD from 7am ECC. So let us go to 7am ECC and here we see the views. Select the analytic view. Select the analytic view and click finish. So let me reactivate the view. So here you see the column view which is incoming from _sys _bic. See the owner _sys _bic, and this is the view name. So when you right click on the business layer and click publish to repository, now in here what we are trying to do is we are trying to create a universe using a relational connection. We are trying to create a universe. So universe is nothing but a build stage of business layer. So when right click and click publish to repository, it says a non-secured connections was found in the business layer. So we are using a local connection. Again you have to change back the local to secured. So double click on the data foundation and here you see change connection. So previously we were using local, but now we have to use secured. and click finish and click save. And once you right click and then now publish to repository, click next. So the business layer that we have creates a universe. And click finish. So universe published successfully. So once the universe published successfully, if you close the connection, here you have another folder called universe. Right click on universe, refresh folder, expand universes, and here you find the same name, you find a new object that is created with .unx. So BL underscore HANA underscore sales underscore analysis. This is BLX and this is UNX. The universe is a semantic layer because for web intelligence you require universe to connect to HANA. No other tool requires universe except web intelligence. In future releases, even web intelligence will also not have universe. It can directly connect to HANA in BI 5.0. So now, HANA relational connection of type JDBC connecting to universe and to web intelligence. So now let us go to tools folder. Let us go to the tools folder. Double click on BA Launchpad. Click applications and web intelligence. Click new. Select universe. So here we are going to find the universe. So the universe is BL underscore HANA underscore sales underscore analysis. Is this the one? This is the one. Select and click OK. So double click on the KUNNR, material, and the measures, land 1, regio, the tool the report that you want to generate, and finally refresh to see the sample data preview and click run query. So once you run query, then here you find the results of the query. Web intelligence. Web intelligence was a tool that was way before HANA came into market. So it is integrated with HANA using a JDBC connection. You can also use ODBC, but JDBC has higher performance than ODBC. And finally, we created a HANA business layer and generated the web intelligence report. Next thing is we look into the design studio. So web intelligence is an ad hoc reporting, and design studio is especially used when you want to create dashboards using HTML5 runtime for iPad and iPhone. So click Start, All Program, Business Intelligence, and click SAP Business Objects Design Studio, and click Design Studio. Especially you can develop applications for iPad and iPhone, because iPad and iPhone does not support Flash runtime. So click Applications, New, give the name for the data source. So target device, and here you see iPad and iPhone. So select iPad, click Next. So you can create for iPad and iPhone. Select iPad and click Next, and select the blank template. So here you have data source. So I click on the data source, click New, and here you need to select the ODBC connection that was already existing. Administrative tools, ODBC, system DNS. So we don't have privileges to create, but you can use the existing one, HANA HDB ODBC. So if you want to add, click Add, and HDB ODBC, double click, and give the data source name, server and port number. But usually you don't have the privilege to create here, but you can, if you want, you can just test this. And click OK. Connection test successful. Using the same ODBC connection, I'm going to connect to HANA. So click Browse and select HANA, double click, give the username and password, and click OK. And select the data source from HANA. So here we have 7 AM ECC, and this is the analytic view, AN actual underscore COPA data. So go to 7 AM ECC and select AN actual underscore COPA data, and click OK, and click OK. So once you assign, now we have created a data source. Right click on the data source and click Edit Initial View. So once you click Edit Initial View, now here you can select the required columns for the output. So you have all the measures. If I don't want all the measures, just drag and drop outside the work area and drag and drop the required columns into the rows. And click OK and create cross tab. Now here we have created a layout. Now For this layout, you have different components that you can use to design the application. So you have a component called chart. So select the chart and drag and drop into the work area. And assign data source to this chart. So you can bind the same data source that you're using for crosstab. So at the properties tab, you can select the component and data source. You can bind the data source 1 that we have created here. Also, if you want to have selections based on filter criteria, you can also use filters. You can create a dimension filter, select drag and drop, so you can assign a dimension to this dimension filter. So assign the data source and assign the dimension, which is land 1, and click OK. So once you design the application, now here you have a provision where you can send to mobile device using a QR code. If you're on the same LAN, you can actually access this URL to access this application. But if you want to deploy this on the web browser, click execute locally. The application will be deployed in the web browser. So here, when you select LAN, you can select what countries that you want to display data for, like Germany, Denmark, and click apply. So based on the selections, it shows the data for you. So Design Studio can connect to HANA via HDB ODBC, and it uses SQL to communicate to HANA. So let us once again try for Explorer. So let's go back to Explorer and just see whether this is working or not. I just informed the administrator, so they're basically looking at it. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can go ahead.
Same step.
Just 1 minute. Just looking into the. Still it is not working. I'll look offline and get back to you on this. Yeah. So we'll see on the next week about Explorer. So the tool that we have to cover in here is Crystal Reports Enterprise and Explorer. And you can also use third-party reporting tools like Tableau, TIBCO Spotfire, ClickView, and these third-party softwares can connect to HANA using a JDBC connection. You can directly connect third-party softwares to HANA using a JDBC connection. So if you have any questions, please go ahead. Zubair, Mahender, Sandeep.
Mr. Nagar, this is Zubair here. So,
Yes, Zubair.
Do you think that next week or after that is going to be our last class, or because look like to me this is the last portions we are doing right now?
Yeah, next week would be the last week, Zubair.
So, Mr. Nagar, the thing is, we are starting the practicing on it. Let's say in the middle of practicing after the next class, if we got any issue, any problem, so can we contact you via mail, or?
You can always you can contact me via mail, or if you want, we can spend some time during the weekend, probably for half an hour on subsequent weekends. Anything that you would like. On the weekends. On the weekends, you all can come together
Right.
You all can come together for the next week, after the next week, and you can resolve some issues if you want.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Welcome.
Nagarjuna, Mahendra here.
Yes, Mahendra.
Do we use these variables and input parameters in all these tools, or I think only those will be the input parameters will be used only in some of the tools, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And are they both same or different? Input parameters or variables? Both are different, right?
Both are different, but input parameters are actually execution in the background, and variables are for front end, for the user.
Okay. Can you please let me know what are the tools which are accepting the input parameters? I think both these analysis for Office and analysis for OLM.
So input parameters are something it executes in the background, especially for if you see for web intelligence, when you have a universe, it can accept.
Okay.
So every tool can be connected through universe as well. I mean, for web intelligence, if you want to use Crystal Reports Enterprise,
Okay.
you can use Design Studio. Say there is an alternative to use universe, and via universe you can connect to different tools. Now, in a case where you want to use input parameters or variables,
Okay.
I mean directly it's not possible, but through universe it is possible.
Okay.
So if you go to the universe, here you can see if you have already variables in here. So if you have variables, when you create so here you can access variables manager.
You said that for the later versions there will not be any universe. So in those cases, how they are going to access these variables or input parameters?
That's what they will make it compatible, because every release will have a different compatibility. So by then they should be able to develop.
Okay. And okay, fine.
But
so
for now you
I
have
think there is a limitation directly without universe. Directly there is a limitation for only for some tools they will use directly variables input parameters.
Yeah, exactly.
I think both these Office tools, and I think there is one more.
But still you can use universe and connect Mahendra. If it is mandatory for you to use, then you can use universe as a middle layer.
Okay.
But again, it is regards with the performance.
Yeah, and I think this universe we cannot use in all cases, right? I think only which is the related to BO related this reporting tools we can use universe. For other reporting tools we cannot use, right?
For example, you can access for Lumira also.
Okay.
So Lumira is not BOBI, but you can access through Lumira as well.
For example, if it is a native Excel,
Native Excel is there is no universe at all
that's why.
because it's just an Excel, so it's just a plain Excel. So it's actually it's a free tool. You're not purchasing BOBI platform.
Yeah.
The tool is given free, right?
Yeah, yes. And one more, can you please go to this connections diagram once? So what is the difference between this OLAP connection?
OLAP connection are used for multidimensional sources. Whenever you have a multidimensional reporting, especially sources like BW and HANA, then you can use for OLAP. But relational is something that you directly connect to the non-OLAP sources, like databases.
Okay.
So if you use OLAP, you need to have MDX, multidimensional expressions, and for relational, it uses SQL.
Okay.
So wherever you see OLAP, yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's HANA is a multidimensional reporting, a multidimensional modeling only, no?
Yes, correct.
Then all other reporting tools are accepting without OLAP connection for this multidimensional reporting. This ODBC, JDBC.
But the tool, the client should support, right? Because for example, if you see this is the client which supports multidimensional reporting here. And web intelligence is not a multidimensional.
Okay.
It basically connect through relational sources. But still you can connect web intelligence to a multidimensional like BW using BICS, Business Intelligence Consumer Services.
So just can you please let me know what is this multidimensional reporting means?
So multidimensional in the sense where you have OLAP engine. So where you have OLAP engine. So via OLAP engine you try to process, especially when you want to do mass aggregation of data.
Okay. Okay.
So as you know, you have two types of engines. One is for operational reporting and the other one is a multidimensional reporting. For operational reporting, if you see, there is no much higher summarization, especially if you see invoices. There is no much summarization. You just want to have a formatted report.
Yeah.
So in that case, you go for a relational connection. But when you have heavy reporting needs, then we go for OLAP.
Okay. Yeah, fine. Thank you.
Welcome, man.
And
Nagarjun, so next week you are going to cover this BW powered by HANA, is it?
Yeah, correct. And we'll see HANA. We'll also see all the options that are at the quick launch. So you have a lot of options in the quick launch. We're going to see all those options.
Yeah, I think we need to cover CE functions.
Yeah, we'll cover in the next week. Don't worry.
Okay. And the decision tables.
Yeah, we'll cover Mahendra. Don't worry. I remember everything. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, don't worry, man.
Nagarjun, would you be providing us the materials for the certification?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I already shared with few guys in the class, but if you want, you can just drop an email and I'll share the material, yeah?
I think we were given only one PDF which has certain questions like 80 questions. Is that the only document?
Now the latest one also we have. I'll send you the latest one which is based on professional, yeah?
Okay, okay, probably I'll...
So you're from US, is it?
I'm from Malaysia.
Malaysia, okay, good. So I'll send you the professional one as well. So it is the latest one released into market. I'll send you that one.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
So, Mr. Nagar, this is Zubair here. This professional one is P131 or 141?
141.
Yes, 141, okay, makes sense. So please send me over that too, please.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Yeah,
But for
welcome.
131, we do have only one document, right? With,
131 only associate you have, but better go for 141 where you have professional as well as associate. But I prefer, if you are in outside India, then I prefer you to take professional rather than sorry, professional rather than associate.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
the only difference is about $200, but better choice is to go always for professional. But in India, it is not possible either to write associate or professional unless and until you have approval from company, or you can directly go via SAP Education.
Okay. No,
Yeah,
I'm just
Mr.
asking for professional. We need some kind of hands-on.
No, not necessary. If you see, if you in US and UK, directly you can walk in and write professional exam.
Okay.
A lot of guys already did that.
Yeah, Mr. Nagar, we have a meeting in our company last week. So in that meeting, it has been decided finally that we have to go for this professional 141 exam. That's why I'm asking, is it 131 or 141?
No, 141 professional.
Yeah,
141.
go ahead, please. All right.
It's 141. I've got the paper and it is already people have given exam. So we got more than 80 to 90%. Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Just write me an email. I'll just reply to that email with the paper. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, then bye. See you next week. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Nagarjun. Can you please send me the recording session? This is Murli.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Nagarjun.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.